Hello everyone, my name is Arinze Odunze from Imo State, Nigeria, the hand behind Chief Akajimba social media handle and Akajimba Studio in YouTube channel. I want to make some impact about Nigerian politics today and why we Igbos should vote for Tinubu. Despite of him not having the capacity to turn around Nigerian economic crisis, but we don't have a choice than to vote for Tinubu in 2027 presidential election. I want you to come along with me in this video so that you can understand more why we should vote for Tinubu for 2027. And if not that, we should do anything possible to make sure power did not go back to North. So it means, hence PDP rejected Peter Obi as their presidential candidate. It means PDP is a no choice for Igbos. On 27th of May 2025, I saw a viral video of Northerners rejecting Peter Obi as a candidate of PDP 2027 presidential election. So in this video, you will consider is either to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 presidential election, or you face a very serious battle in 2031, and Igbos may probably lose presidential election in 2031. Just listen. If you can remember back then in 2011, somebody like Senator Hope Uzodinma came out to contest for Nigerian presidency. And according to the PDP, they instructed him to go back and rule his state if he's interested to become Nigerian president. So according to the system, before you become Nigerian president, you must have led by example by showing people what you have done in your own state before you can be able to contest for Nigeria presidency in any political party in Nigeria. So during that time, Rochas Okorocha was already elected as the governor of Imo State. So what Hope Uzodinma did was to go and take position of Imo State West Senatorial Zone to become a senator. Alright. After he finished 8 years of being a senator, in 2018, APC promised Hope Uzodinma to be a president of Nigeria after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because the structure of APC, when APC came into power, according to their constitution, they zonalized presidential candidate. So they started with North. They made Buhari the president of Nigeria. I am saying they present him as a candidate. So they already have a structure that anyone they present as a candidate is surely going to be a president. So in 2018, Hope Uzodinma proposed to APC to see if maybe they can take him as a presidential candidate of APC. And they said no. The only time for Southeast to present a presidential candidate is in 2031, right? So this is a promise given to Hope Uzodinma. I want you guys to understand something about Nigerian politics today. That is actually why Supreme Court and APC did everything possible to remove Emeka Ihedioha from the governorship and put Hope Uzodinma, only because they want to make the whole Southeast to vote for APC, because already APC is zonalized presidential candidate in Nigeria. If you can remember, on the 3rd of April 2025, there was Southeast Governors Forum meeting that was held in Enugu State. And Hope Uzodinma is the leadership of this governor of Southeast Forum. So in that meeting, Hope Uzodinma gave all Southeast governors a reason why they should endorse Tinubu for 2027 presidential election. Endorsing Tinubu in 2027 presidential election will give APC a reason to provide an Igbo presidential candidate in 2031. This is actually the job of APC, for APC to dominate in the whole Southeast, so that even in 2031, the dominance of Igbo in APC will also help Igbos to win election in 2031 when they present their own presidential candidate. So what happened after Muhammad Buhari term finished, that 8 years term finished? They made Tinubu a president, which means the region to rule Nigeria is Western Nigeria. So now, after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the only region to present a presidential candidate through APC should be Southeast. So now, I want Southeasterners or Igbo people or all Nigerians who have interest for Nigerian revolution to understand something in Nigerian politics today. Peter Obi went to PDP and Northerners rejected him as a presidential candidate for 2027. Reason because PDP have a new structure to zonalize Nigerian president candidate, and they want to start with North for four years. Do you get my point? So it means after 4 years, that is 2031, PDP is going to present another Igbo candidate. But the only person I think they have in mind in 2031 is going to be Nyesim Wike. And Nyesim Wike is a very stubborn person that I know he behaves like David. Somebody like David in the Bible. David committed a lot of atrocities just because of power. And when he eventually got that power, the Lord himself said, "This is my son that I trust his capability." So what I want you to understand here is not about how you manage to get that power. It's about you serving the people, giving the people what they want. So I want you to understand something here. Between Nyesim Wike, Peter Obi, and Hope Uzodinma, among these three people, who do you think that can revive Nigerian economy? If you may be interested to think like maybe Peter Obi will be the best candidate among these three people, I want you all to start voting for Peter Obi in 2027 presidential election. Because why? There is possibility that any party that Peter Obi join in 2027 for presidential election, there is possibility him winning presidential candidate in 2027 using that party. So apart from that, I would advise all Igbos, if not supporting Peter Obi, to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu mission to complete his 8 years term in the office. So right now, between Nyesim Wike, Hope Uzodinma, and Peter Obi, to my understanding, three of them can be a best candidate for Southeast because they have interest for the economic growth of Southeast. You know, there is one thing I have understand about people who are not Igbos. They have always believed that any Igbo man, like original Igbo man, would divide Nigeria. I promise the Yorubas and Hausas, there is no Igbo man on earth today as we speak in Nigerian politics that will divide Nigeria. Some time ago, someone was asking me why I don't promote Biafra. And then I said to that person, I am that one person that always protect my investment. Because there is no possible way I can invest my money into something and then I let it go. And I have always believed that every Igbo businessman have this kind of mentality. So what I'm trying to say here is this. Is either Yoruba people they leave Nigeria or Hausa people they leave Nigeria and leave us Igbos to be the ones to be the Nigeria. Not we living Nigeria. So it's better these people they leave Nigeria for us. Anyone who feels like Nigeria is not okay for him can leave, but not we Igbos living Nigeria. Because why? As a businessman, when you extend your business acumen, when you extend your business to numerous branches, your business will excel. So what is the need of you trying to compact your business entity in a smaller amount of people, while you already have large number of people to sell your product to? So I have always believed that there is no Igbo man who become a president of Nigeria will divide Nigeria into two. It's not possible. The Yorubas and the Hausas must understand this. I have always said this to Yoruba people. If any political party present any Igbo man as a presidential candidate, all Nigerians who believe in that political party should keep tribalism, or they should keep this thing of saying Biafra, they are going to divide Nigeria because of Biafra aside and support that candidate. Because why? When a political party present a person, they trust that person. Every political party have a constitution. Because every political party have all the tribes in it. There are Yorubas in PDP. There are Igbos in PDP. There are Hausas in PDP. Same applies to all the political party. When you look at the constitution of APGA, the reason why APGA died was because the interest of people who formed the political party called APGA was only the benefit of Igbos. So for APGA to stand up in the national political party of Nigeria, they must amend their constitution where it can accommodate all tribes in Nigeria. So I want all Nigerians to understand that if possibly President Bola Ahmed Tinubu could finish his second term as a president of Nigeria, it is well known that APC is going to present Igbo candidate in 2031. Same applies with PDP. But the biggest challenge is going to be Nyesim Wike, because he's a very stubborn man. He can do anything possible to make sure that PDP present him as a presidential candidate in 2031. So let's keep Nyesim Wike aside. Between Peter Obi and Governor Hope Uzodinma, who do you think that can revive Nigeria economic crisis? Because according to our GDP, Nigeria is going back. Nigeria economy is falling apart. So this is a question I want everyone, all Nigerians in general, to answer. From your own answer, you might possibly have a view of who to vote between Peter Obi and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. What I bring to you is the political structure of APC and PDP in Nigeria as the leading political party. Presently, let's hope that PDP will consider making Peter Obi as the presidential candidate in 2027. Maybe we can have a progressive Nigeria through him. I greet you all. Thank you all Nigerians for listening.